Did you know that around 70% of people believe they are above average in their driving skills? Yeah, that's right. It's pretty wild how we often misjudge our own abilities and perceptions. Welcome to Fun Facts Galore, the channel that shares all kinds of facts about anything you can think of. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of psychology and human behavior. Understanding human behavior is super important in our everyday lives, whether we're navigating social situations or just trying to understand ourselves better. So, let's get into it. Now, let's talk about something we all experience: misconceptions about our own behaviors and the behaviors of others. It's so easy to think we know ourselves inside and out, but research shows that we often have a skewed perception. For example, many of us believe we're more empathetic than the average person, but studies indicate that this isn't the case. It's like looking in a funhouse mirror, what we see isn't always the truth. And when it comes to judging others, our biases can color our understanding too. We might think someone is rude when they're just having a bad day. These misconceptions can lead to misunderstandings and conflict in our relationships, so recognizing them is key. Alright, let's explore some really intriguing psychology facts that can help us understand these behaviors better. Number 1. The bystander effect. Ever noticed how in a group, people are less likely to help someone in trouble? It's called the bystander effect. The more people around, the more we assume someone else will do something, so we don't have to. Example: if you see someone drop their books in a crowded hallway, you might hesitate to help because you think someone else will pick them up. Number 2. Cognitive dissonance. Ever feel uneasy when you do something that doesn't match your beliefs? That's cognitive dissonance. It's like when you know eating junk food isn't healthy, but you do it anyway, and then feel guilty. I am sure that this is a road we have all been down before, right? Example: you tell yourself you'll study for a test but end up binge watching a TV show instead. Later, you feel bad because you know you should have studied. Number 3. Social media and self-esteem. Spending hours scrolling through Instagram can mess with your self-esteem. Seeing everyone's highlight reel might make you feel like your life isn't as cool, but remember, it's just a highlight reel, not the full picture. Not to mention the mental health issues it is having on our youth of today. Example: you see your friends' vacation photos and feel jealous because you're stuck at home, even though they might have had a lot of stressful moments they didn't post. Number 4. The halo effect. We often judge people based on our first impression. If someone looks good or does something nice, we tend to think everything about them is awesome. It's called the halo effect, but it's not always accurate. Example: you meet someone who's super friendly, so you assume they're also smart, even though you just met them. Number 5. Confirmation bias. Ever notice how you pay more attention to info that supports what you already believe? That's confirmation bias. It's like how you might ignore facts that prove you wrong in an argument because they don't fit your narrative. The best advice is to listen to both sides of the argument before you make any rational choices. Example: if you believe a certain diet works, you might only notice success stories and ignore the ones where people didn't lose any weight. Number 6. The spotlight effect. Think everyone's noticing that pimple on your forehead? That's the spotlight effect. We tend to believe we are the center of attention, but in reality, people are too focused on their own stuff to notice. This one defiantly reminds me of that old saying, paranoia will destroy you. Example: you trip and stumble in front of your classmates and feel embarrassed, thinking everyone saw it, but most people were probably too busy to notice. Number 7. The placebo effect. Sometimes, believing something will work is enough to make it happen. The placebo effect is when you feel better after taking a fake pill just because you think it's real medicine. The mind is powerful. Example: you have a headache, and someone gives you a sugar pill, telling you it's a painkiller. Surprisingly, your headache goes away because you believed it would. I believe that is commonly known as mind over matter. Number 8. Groupthink. In a group, people sometimes make decisions they wouldn't make alone. Groupthink happens when everyone goes along with an idea just to keep the peace, even if it's not the best choice. Example. Your group of friends decides to skip class. You don't want to, but you go along with it because everyone else is doing it. Number 9. The Dunning-Kruger Effect. Ever met someone who thinks they know everything but really doesn't? That's the Dunning-Kruger Effect. People with low ability often overestimate their skills, while experts might underestimate theirs. Example. Someone in your class who barely studied for the test brags about how easy it was, even though they didn't do well. Meanwhile, the top student worries they didn't do enough. We all know how that turns out. The top student goes straight to the top as usual and the overconfident student, well, you can just guess. Number 10. The Chameleon Effect. Did you know we subconsciously mimic the people around us? It's called the Chameleon Effect. If your friend starts using a certain slang word, you might start using it too without even realizing it. Example. Your friend starts using the word lit to describe things they like, and before you know it, you're saying it too, even though you never used it before. And there you have it, 10 mind-blowing psychology facts that reveal just how fascinating human behavior really is. From the bystander effect to the surprising power of the placebo effect, these insights give us a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. So, which fact surprised you the most? Was it the way our brains can heal us with just a belief, or how we unconsciously mimic those around us? Let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're hungry for more mind-blowing insights into psychology, don't forget to check out our other videos. We've got plenty more fascinating facts that will keep you thinking long after the video ends. Thanks for watching another episode from Fun Facts Galore. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest content. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of the human mind.